Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. This is the 1995 One and Gone. This is round one, game 7. We are at Jack Murphy Stadium. It's the number 18 Chicago White Sox taking on the number 15 San Diego Padres. Steeler fan, of course, is first through the turnstiles here at Jack Murphy Stadium for this game as we continue our tournament. And after an exciting game yesterday between the Blue Jays and the Yankees, and for those of you who did not see that, you need to see the game. It goes in as an RJL classic, so you might want to check that game out. We have our first interleague matchup here in the 1995 tournament. Every game so far has been intra-league. This is our first interleague matchup. The White Sox, who won my 1994 payoff pitch season restart in the World Series, in 1995 finished with a record of 68-76. So this team pretty much collapsed after 1 year, after winning it all in payoff pitch, I guess. The Padres are ranked number 15. They are 70-74. Scrappy team. Any team that's close to the 500 mark, you got to give them a little bit of credit. So we will see what we got here. Should be a very interesting matchup, and we got a very interesting pitching matchup today. A little bit of trivia. So let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the 1995 San Diego Padres will be Andy Ashby. He was 12-10 with a 2.94 ERA. This is a pretty good pitcher. Did a good job here for this team. So let's see if the White Sox can pull off a minor upset as the number 18 takes on the number 15. Top of the first, leading off for the White Sox will be center fielder Lance Johnson. Some of these names will sound familiar to you for those of you who followed my 1994 season restart. Ashby's first pitch is a 6-4. That is a double question mark. Against the lefty, a 1-11 would be a single. 19 on the die. It'll be too high. 1-5 for Johnson. And it's a question mark 7. The ball is hit off a right-handed pitcher. That is a 6. And Lance Johnson leads off with a double. How about that? That's going to be a double to left field. Nice way for the White Sox to start off the game. So he will hold at second. And the next batter is left fielder Tim Raines, Hall of Famer. Andy Ashby gives up the leadoff double. Let's see what happens here. Infield is still normal. Strat roll says an 18. Raines, let's see, 285 average. Bunt is available, but I'll call it off. I'll let Raines hit. 6-3 on Ashby's card. That's a strikeout chance, and down goes Raines. Maybe I should have bunted with him. That's the first strikeout for Ashby. Jack Murphy Stadium only adds 1 to walks in that ballpark. 1 man down. Here is the big hurt first baseman, Frank Thomas. Man was a beast. Had 40 home runs in 1995 for the Pale Hose. I'll still actually should roll a strat first. Strat roll says a 3. Let's see here. Johnson, 5. Attempt to 5 divided by 2 is a 2.5. So no, there is no steal. Ashby will pitch. 4-4. That's a range play. Thomas takes a swing at it. That's a 6-5. It's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Eddie Williams. His range is a 2. The infield is normal. And that's going to get by him. That's going to be a base hit for Thomas. Is it a single or a double? That's going to be a single. Thomas will go to first. Lance Johnson's base running rating is a 4. It was a G3. So now that turns out it's a single. So now it's a single to right. So now it's an S9. For Johnson to get to home, you add 1. So it's a base running rating of 4 plus 1 is a 5. The right fielder is Devereaux. He adds 1, so that's a 6. So it's an automatic score for Lance Johnson. And it is the White Sox jumping out in first. 1-0. Thomas, of course, will hold at first base. RBI single by Thomas. That brings up the catcher, Ron Karkovice. I put him in the cleanup position, as the other players actually are in the batting orders where they normally were. Thomas on at first. The infield will now be halfway. Let's see if we have a strat, and that is a 20. Ashby does have a pickoff move, throws to first, and he's out. Oh, Andy Ashby picks off Thomas. Rolled a 2 on the pickoff, and he got him. Oh, wow. That's the second out. So Thomas is picked off at first by Ashby, and now Karkovice will bat with the bases empty. Infield will be normal. 3-2 from Ashby. That is a strikeout chance. The 8 is good, and he strikes out Karkovice for the second strikeout. But 1 run on 2 hits for the White Sox. Ashby had 150 strikeouts. Not bad. But the White Sox jump out 1-0. Pitching for the 1995 Chicago White Sox will be Jim Abbott. That's right, the one-handed Jim Abbott. He was 11-8 with a 3.70 ERA for the White Sox. I gave him the nod as the ace for this White Sox club as he goes up against the Padres. Leading off for Padres will be center fielder Steve Finley. Pitch from Abbott. 3-4, that is a blank. Finley gets the swing. 4-6, start 2. It's a ground ball to third. And that is out number 1. Jim Abbott, of course, only had his right hand, was born without a left hand, does have a no-hitter, with the Yankees in 1993, and he is in baseball reliquaries Hall of the Eternals. As he should be. Talk about overcoming that kind of thing. Abbott's with the pitch. 3-4, that is a blank. Here's Jody Reed at second base. That is a 1-1, and that is a base hit for Reed. Reed slaps a single to right. He'll go to first. Jody Reed, second base. And now next batter for the Padres, right fielder Tony Gwynn. Still batted .368 in 1995. Although he was getting up there in years, but Gwynn was still belting it out. I don't know. Tony Gwynn, modern day Willie Mays, or modern day Joe Morgan. He was just a killer hitter. 1 out. Let's see what we got for Strat. Strat says an 8. There's no play. Abbott will pitch. 3-4 again. That's a blank. Gwynn will take a swing. 2-2, and that is a single past the shortstop for a base hit. Reed's base running rating is a 4. Needs to be a 5 to get to third base, so he will hold at second. But Gwynn has a hit. Runners at first and second for the Friars, with still 1 out. The infield, of course, is halfway. Here is the third baseman, Ken Caminetti. And I know Steeler fan will recognize that name as an ex-Astro. Infield halfway. And that is an 8. There is no play on the strat roll. Abbott will pitch. 3-3 this time against a righty. That's a strikeout chance. The 14 is too high. Caminetti gets the swing. 6-4, and that is 6-4, and that is going to be a line drive right to the pitcher, right to Abbott. Does he double anyone off? That is a 6, and the answer is no. Jody Reed and Gwynn get back safely, and that is out number 2. That's a right back to the pitcher. And the next batter is the first baseman, Eddie Williams. Infield now goes back to normal. Runner Baseball Demos joins us here at Jack Murphy Stadium. And he just, yes, and I noticed you ordered the 69 season as I read the comments in your in the last bird thing there. And not sure what you're going to do with it. Hey, you ordered a classic, the 69 season. I mean, my Mets win the World Series. It's my birth year. I always say I have the 69 season probably arriving from Fall Classic today. Everybody should always order the season of their birth year if they're a baseball fan, no matter who won the World Series that year. I just lucky it was my Mets that won it too. Let me roll a strat first. Strat roll is a 19, no play. Abbott will pitch. 3-1, that is a strikeout chance, and the 9 is too high. Williams gets the swing. That's a 4-3, and that's going to be a ball hit. A question mark hit to left field. That is a 1, and that's going to be a single for Eddie Williams. That's a base hit. Single to left. Jody Reed's base running rating is a 4, plus 2 outs is a 5. The ball is hit to left. That's Raines. He's -1 on an arm. So on a 1-4, Jody Reed will score. It is a 5. He does not. He holds. Jody Reed stays at third. They do not send him. And the bases are loaded for Bip Roberts, who was at first base. Who was in left field for this game, I should say. So still 2 outs, but now the base is loaded. Here is Bip Roberts playing in left field for the Padres in this game. So Jim Abbott in a bit of a jam, and there are 2 outs. Your birth year is 65, but nothing special about that season. Why not? 65 Los Angeles Dodgers, Minnesota Twins, a young Rod Carew, Sandy Koufax. There's always something special about Sandy Koufax. How do you not say anything, come on. 65, Koufax, winning another World Series for the Dodgers. That's a special year. I would still pick it up. Steeler fan says 1974. Well, yeah, 1974, an up-and-coming big red machine. A bit up-and-coming big red machine. Yankees becoming better. Reggie Jackson on the A's. Catfish Hunter. That's a great year, too. Strat roll coming in. That is a 16, no play. Abbott will pitch. Can he get out of this jam? 3-2. Walk plus 10. That is a 9, and no, he does not. He walks in a run. He will walk Bip Roberts. And the bases are still loaded. And now it's tied at 1. Oh, boy, what a time for that to happen. That will bring up the catcher, Brad Ausmus. Still 2 outs. Strat roll says a 9, no play. Abbott will pitch. 2-3. That's a walk chance, but the 20 is too high. Ausmus does get to swing. 5-5, and that is a single past shortstop for a base hit. We know Gwynn definitely comes in to score. Williams' base running rating is a 1, plus 1 is a 2. The ball was hit. The ball is hit past shortstop. To get from home needs to be a 3. Williams will have to hold at third. So again, the merry-go-round only turns once. So it's only a 1 RBI, but it's now 2-1 Padres. Ausmus comes through with a hit. They're going to go talk to Jim Abbott on the mound, see if he can calm him down a little bit. The next batter is the shortstop, Andujar Cedeno. Kind of sad. Fidrich is almost done. Had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I know. So am I. I love your bird project. You could do 69. Maybe do I don't know. Maybe choose it. I'll tell you what. Let me keep track of what's going on here. Bases loaded. Cedeno on at the plate. 2 outs still. Now 2-1. That's a 14, no play. Abbott will pitch. 1-3. That's a range play. Abbott cannot get out of this inning. Cedeno will hit. 6-4. That's a fly ball to left field. That is hit to Raines. His range is a 3. Abbott's praying he makes the catch. No, he doesn't. And that is at a single or a double. That is a single. Eddie Williams will come in to score on that automatically. Pip Roberts, base running rating 3, plus 2 outs is 4. It's a ball hit to left. Ball hit the left, plus 1 on single to home is a 5, and Raines is a -1. So a 1-4, Roberts will score. That is a 3 he does, so Roberts will come in to score. Brad Ausmus's base running rating is a 3, plus 1 is a 4, -1 is a 3 with Raines, and to get from first to third on a single to left is a -2. So Ausmus actually has to hold it second on that same throw. So he holds it second. Cedeno on at first, but 2 runs come in for the Padres. It's 4-1. Base hit for Cedeno. And that will score 2 runs for the Friars. And that will bring up the pitcher, Andy Ashby, as San Diego has sent all 9 to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 outs. Surratt rolls as a 14 no play. Abbott will pitch. 2-1. That's a strikeout chance, and that will get Ashby. And the inning finally comes out to an end for Abbott. 4 runs on 5 hits, all of them singles. And at the end of 1, the Padres lead it 4-1 over the White Sox. Tough inning for Abbott, as he just did not have it there. You don't think you'll see a ballpark card where the home run factor was anything other than 0? I guess the factors. I know that there are, since I have all the seasons, there are ballparks that have a -1 home run factor. The Astrodome's first year has a -1 home run factor. There is a I know I have a stadium where I've seen a +1 home run factor. I don't remember, but they are there. Trust me, he does have stadiums where there is a -1 or a +1 home run factor. They do exist. They do exist. Trust me, they do. They are there. So he have stadiums where there is a -1 or a +1 home run factor. I've not seen any -2s or +2s, though. At least I don't remember. I know I've not seen a +2. That's for sure. As far as a -2, I don't remember. I'll have to look. I can look and see. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of sad the fit. I mean, 1969, I mean, I would maybe, if you want to do I know you're already doing a season replay with Stratomatic, so I wouldn't recommend a season replay with Inside Pitch at the same time. Maybe do, I mean, what was it? What was it? Anthony at Bleacher Bums Gaming played Fergie Jenkins' 1969 starts. Just that. You know. Polo Grounds. Polo Grounds. I don't remember from the Polo Grounds from when like the Mets played there in 62 and 63. Of course, he doesn't have the 63 set. But the 62 set, of course, the Mets played at the Polo Grounds for the first couple of years before they moved into Shea in 64. So, but I don't know. I mean, choose a pitcher and do another pitcher from there. You know, Tom Seaver 69, Fergie Jenkins 69. I mean, the Orioles in 69 were a heck of a team. You know, of course, Jim Palmer. I mean, I don't know. There are many things you could do with the 69 season. But I don't. Yeah, 62 Mets replay would be masochist. Yeah, it would be. What is it? Our Red Sox fan is doing a 62 Mets replay on Action PC Baseball, and I keep on asking him, why are you doing that to yourself? I said, you're a real glutton for punishment. Top of the second inning. Let's get back to some baseball here. Padres leading 4-1. Leading off for the White Sox in here will be third baseman Robin Ventura, and of course a future Met, who would be on the 2000 Mets National League Championship team. Ashby's pitch, 4-6, strikeout chance. That one is good, and he will strike out Ventura. Strikeout number 3 for Ashby. Out number 1, and here is the right fielder, Mike Devereaux. Devereaux will go up against Ashby. That's a 1-4. It's a blank. Devereaux takes a swing, 1-1. That's a question mark 7. And that is a 9 against the right-hander Devereaux. Right-hander Devereaux goes ahead and gets a double. He will go ahead and hold at second base. Now batting for the White Sox, second baseman Ray Durham. Infield is normal. Strat roll is a 19. Durham has a chance to bunt, but you're down by 3 runs. You're not bunting, so I'll call it off. 1 out. Ashby will pitch. 3-3. Strikeout chance in that one is good. He gets Durham on a strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Ashby. And that will bring up shortstop Ozzie Guillen. Runner on second, now 2 outs. 19 on the strat, no play. Guillen's not bunting. Ashby will pitch. 1-4, that's a blank. Can Guillen come through with a big hit? 5-5, no, it's a fly out to center, and that will end the inning. No runs for the White Sox. They do get a hit. 4-1 in favor of the Friars. Hoping Jim Abbott can have a better inning here as we go to the bottom of the second. Let's see, first thing to do with 69 is Seattle Pilots' first game. Absolutely. Seattle Pilots, of course, before they become the Milwaukee Brewers. Absolutely. And yeah, and Michael Peterson joins us here at Jack Murphy Stadium. Yeah, there was not a bad fall classic game last night. I played the Mets and Phillies last night. Raleigh against Gooden. It was actually a pretty good game. Gooden was on his A game, I should say. Bottom of the second here is Steve Finley. He grounded out his first time up. And that is a 5-2 for Abbott. That's a blank. He's not tired. Finley will swing 1-6, star 5. It's a fly out to center. And that's out number 1. Next batter, Jody Reed. Reed is 1 for 1, singled his last time up. Abbott's pitch, 1-3. Range play. Reed will swing 2-1. That's a star 4. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Guillen. His range is a 3. He's got it, and he'll throw to first for out number 2. Now Tony Gwynn. Gwynn is 1 for 1. Abbott's pitch, 6-6, possible error. Gwynn will swing, 5-6. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Ozzie Guillen. His error rating is a 6. That's a 7. Guillen does not make an error. Throws to first, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Abbott, which he absolutely needed. Nothing across there. At the end of 2, it is 4-1. Anthony almost convinced you to get Fall Classic. Like I said, Dave, I know how high you are on lefty-righty splits. I know how high you are on that. I got to tell you, I'm really enjoying Fall Classic so far, as I'm still learning the nuances of the game yet. Still need a lot more data. I played over 100 payoff pitch games and 100 inside pitch games. So I now can give a good, honest opinion on both those games. Fall Classic, I like how it flows, but I still want more data to see how it goes. Top of the third, and leading off for the White Sox will be the pitcher, Jim Abbott. Now, before you guys go a little nuts, oh, wait a minute, Jim Abbott had only one hand. Believe it or not, Jim Abbott in 1997 did play for the Milwaukee Brewers, who were in were in the National League, and he did come up to hit, and Abbott actually had a couple of base hits. So Abbott could still hit the ball with one hand. His lifetime batting average is .092. I decided to choose pitcher hitting card number 1, designed for pitchers that hit .050. So we still can get a hit. So I give him that credit. So Andy Ashby will pitch to Abbott. And that is a 3-4 on his card. That is a possible error. Abbott will swing 4-6, and that is a hit column roll. That is a hit. That's a hit column roll here. That is a 20, and it is a 1. It's a hit. That is a hit to center field. That is a 20. So there's not going to be an error. That's actually, well, first of all, it's a fly ball to center field. It's a fly ball to center field. That is a 20, so it's not going to be a single. I re-roll to see if it is an error, and that is a 9. The ball is hit to center. That is Steve Finley. His error rating is a 6. That is a 9. There is no error, and it is 1 out. So it is a fly ball to center field. Out number 1. See, Jim Abbott can hit the ball. No, 1990, I'm sorry, not 1997, 1999. No, 1997, that's right, yeah, that's right. Brewers were still in the American League, that is correct. That is correct. They were still in the American League. They were interleague games. Remember, 1997 was the first year of interleague play. Here's Lance Johnson. I think it was 97. Was it? Timeout. I hate it when I get my stats totally wrong. Hold on a minute. Jeez. I'm sorry, 1999 is when he was with the Brewers. The Brewers were in the National League in 1999, not 97. He didn't play in 97. He retired. He retired in 97, then came back for 2 years. In 1999, he was with the Brewers. My bad. Dang. All right, here's Lance Johnson. Johnson has a leadoff double. He was doubled his last time up. So 1 for 1. Ashby's pitch, 6-3. That's a strikeout chance, and that 5 is too high. Johnson gets the swing, 5-6. Fly out to right. Out number 2. And now Tim Raines. Yes, he did pitch a no-hitter with the Yankees in 93. One of the reasons why he is in Baseball Reliquary's Shrine of the Eternals. Here's the pitch from Ashby. 5-4. That is a range play. Raines will swing 1-6, and that's a base hit for Raines, but it's a hit to second base. That's Jody Reed. His range is a 4. He's got it. Jody Reed takes a hit away from Raines, throws to first, side retired. So that single 4 becomes a ground call, and S4 becomes a G4, and that will end the inning. If you order Fall Classic, what do you need to buy? Charts, rules, along with the season and fact deck, or do they come with the game? Just trying to get general price range. Interview. You've already all the charts and rules that you downloaded. Okay. Come with. You don't have to buy the rules. You really don't have to buy the rules. Okay. If you downloaded the demo, all the rules and charts were free. A fact deck does not come with the game. You have to order one if you want to use it. Okay. That's all there is. That's all there is. And of course, you order a season that you want. The only problem is if you're doing PDF, if you're just going to order a PDF and print, well, you don't have to worry about shipping. You just order a PDF. But the fact deck, though, they don't have as a PDF. You have to order a fact deck from them. They don't do a fact deck PDF. But remember, there is the online version of a fact deck, which I looked at. I don't really like. I prefer cards. Bottom of the third, 4-1 Padres. Leading off will be Ken Caminetti. Pitch from Abbott, 3-1. Strikeout chance, 9. Too high. Caminetti gets the swing, 3-6. Fly ball, center field, out number 1. Here's Eddie Williams. Williams is 1 for 1. Pitch from Abbott, 2-6. That's at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium says 6-3. That to ground out to short, out number 2. And here is Bip Roberts. Roberts walked his last time up. 3-3 off of Abbott's card against the right-hander switch. That's a strikeout chance. The 16 is too high. Roberts gets to swing 2-1 against the lefty. That's a fly ball. That's the fly out the left. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Abbott. So he has definitely calmed down since the first. Still 4-1 in favor of the Padres. Top of the 4th. Let's see. Thanks for having a game. How was the interview? Interview was okay. We'll see what happens. Not counting on it, though. Was thinking about 1919. That's the next season I'm ordering next, as a matter of fact, is 1919. 1969, according to track, should be here. If it gets here today, great. If it doesn't, I order a season when I receive a season. I'm in no rush to get those seasons for them, but I do like it. 1919 is my next season I will be ordering, as I'll be ordering a season going by decade. So my next season after that will be 1927. Why the sudden interest in the community in Fall Classic? It's been around 5 years. Why now? I don't know. I guess Tony started playing it. And of course, now I've started playing it for some reason, and people are liking it. I don't know. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything like that. And I don't know, but I do know that a lot of people got more interest in payoff pitch and inside pitch when I was starting to do this, but I know Baseball Demos have been doing it, so I was interested in inside pitch because of Baseball Demos. I was interested in payoff pitch because of ID Jester and Bleacher Bums Gaming Anthony, and I became interested in Fall Classic when I started seeing Tony play it and ID Jester. I don't know. I really don't know. Stratomatic, I will not purchase unless they get until they remaster the 1986 season. Appa, I tried because of Appa Brian, which I really didn't. I know I didn't play enough games of Appa, but after playing a few games, I said no. All right, top of the 4th. Here's the Big Hurt. He'll lead off for the White Sox. He got a single his last time up. Ashby's pitch, 1-6 is a blank. The Big Hurt gets the swing, 4-2. It's a fly ball to right. Out number 1. Here's Ron Karkovice. Ashby's pitch, 6-2. Error on a throw. Karkovice, 5-1. That's a pop out to third base. Of course, there'll be no error there. That's out number 2. And now Robin Ventura. Ashby's pitch, 2-2. Range play at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium, 5-1. That's a pop out to the catcher, and that is Brad Ausmus. His range is a 5. And he just makes the play, probably falls down, but he makes the catch in foul territory, and that will be a pop out to the catcher. It's actually in foul territory, but a 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox, as Ashby is now dealing pretty well. Still 4-1 in favor of the Padres. You have the original 86 Strat cards, but only rated for basic and advanced. I know. That's why I'm not. And I do want to get a copy of Strat, even though I don't like 50-50. But the 86 season's the only one I'll buy from them. I will not get any other seasons but that to start with. They don't even have 69. I mean, I know they're releasing 56 and 72 this year. But a lot of the best seasons are not available. Not 69, not 86. None of the 80s seasons are available, except for what? 82, I think? I don't know. No, they don't have any 90s seasons. I mean, they don't even have 2015. They don't even have 2015. If I want to take the Mets and play them against the Royals in 2015, that season's not even in print. I don't know what the matter is with that company. I don't know what the matter is. I really don't. Another reason why Fall, you know what, Steeler fan? Another reason why Fall Classic is getting some play. Fall Classic has 103 seasons. All right. They have 1908 and then every season from 1919 to today. So a lot of some dead ball seasons, a lot of classic seasons like with Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Rogers Hornsby, Wade Hoyt, Ted Williams. A lot of these seasons are available from them, where unfortunately Inside Pitch doesn't go any further back than 1956. And Payoff Pitch, I know that Joe Bryan wants to do all the seasons, but right now he only has 27 available. Sometimes quantity does beat quality in some cases. Here's Brad Ausmus leading off for the Padres here in the bottom of the fourth. Ausmus is 1 for 1. Abbott's pitch, 3-1. Strikeout chance, 5. Abbott finally gets another K. That's strikeout number 2. Here's Andujar Cedeno. And that's a 2-6 off of Abbott. That's at the Bart. Jack Murphy Stadium says 3-2, and that is a rare play. It's a blank, so we have a rare play. 31, and that is a grounder to third base who throws in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop the ball. Resolve play using a range play. Check for the first baseman to see if he scoops ball, otherwise E5. So it is a range play on the first baseman, which is Thomas. Well, his range is a 1. No way. That is going to be an error. That's an E5. He does not scoop the ball. That is an E5. So Cedeno reaches base. That's an error on a throw. So I'm going to treat that as error. He does not scoop the ball. Question, does Cedeno go to second on the throw? His base running rating is a 3. A roll against the base running rate is a 1, and he does. So Cedeno does go to second. So I will treat that as an error on a throw. Cedeno goes to second. And that will be an E5. And that is the first error on the White Sox, as Robin Ventura makes that an error. So Cedeno goes to second with 1 out. And here's the pitcher, Andy Ashby, may see a bunt here. May see a bunt. We'll see what the strat roll says first. And that is a 16, and Ashby will go ahead and bunt. Now, runner on second base, I'm going to call the infield half. Figuring that the pitcher will bunt, they'll go ahead and bring the corners in. I'll bring in the corners. So third base and first base and third base are in, but shortstop and second base are going to play halfway. So we call for the bunt. Let's see what we get here. First, a roll. We do roll. So let's see what we get here. So Jim Abbott does get the pitch. And that is a 1-1. That is a blank. So now we turn to the bunt. And that is a 4. That bunt is headed to the first baseman. And he is in. So the bunt rating for Ashby goes from a 4 to a 3. It is a 20. And that is a popped up for an out. And it's a 1D6 versus lead runner base roll. So a 1D6. It's popped up for the out. So that's out number 2. Andujar's base running rating is a 3. It is a 3, and he does get back safely. That is 2 outs. But Cedeno gets back. Pop out to first. Out number 2. Now the infield will go back to normal as Ashby fails to move the runner. And now the batter is Steve Finley. 2 outs. Strat rule says a 16. Finley's not doing anything. No play. Abbott will pitch. 6-6. That's a possible error. Finley swings 2-2. Ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Ventura. His error rating is a 10. That's a 5. Ventura's going to make his second error of the game. And that is a ground ball to third. So that's a 1-base error as he throws wide of the bag. And we'll have runners at first. We'll have runners at first and third. E5, second error on the White Sox. And the second error on Ventura. He's not having a good day. Next batter will be Jody Reed with 2 outs still and runners at first and third. Abbott can't get a break. He's getting hit on range plays and he's getting hit on errors. Rolling a strat. Strat roll says a 20. Abbott's got a good pickoff move. Throws to first. Got him! Jim Abbott throws to first and picks Finley off. 1-5. He got him. Side retired. Wow. Jim Abbott comes through, picks off Finley at first base. No runs, no hits, 2 errors. And the Abbott gets himself out of the inning. Abbott said pretty much, screw this, I'm going to do this on my own. And throws to first to get Finley out. Inning over. Wow, what a play by Abbott. And Reed doesn't even get a chance to bat. At the end of 4, still 4-1 Padres. Can that turn things around for the White Sox as we go to the top of the 5th? The matter is that they take their time for making a season. That said, they do need to pump out more seasons, especially reprinting existing. I agree. Yeah, they take their time. 400 man-hours? Come on, that's ridiculous. You got a computer program, Stratomatic, I'm pretty sure you got a computer program that goes ahead and creates the calculations for you for each batter's card when you put in their stats. I'm pretty sure you do. It's not done by hand. Strat makes you buy an annually updated PC game to use the updated computer seasons. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't like the PC. The PC game I don't mind. It needs to be updated. But I do mean really updated. The PC game for Strat is still in the DOS ages. They need to upgrade that game. Honestly, you're leery of one-man companies make a season in a week. Leery doesn't mean dismissive, though. Yeah, right. You wonder what kind of stats S1 can produce. Other companies, I need data, full season replays. I understand that. I mean, Joe Bryan takes his time. I mean, it takes him about a month and a half to 2 months to do a season. I know it takes Chris Davis a while to do a season for Inside Pitch because he uses Voros McCracken statistics. But yes, the PC game does need serious updating. It's like I'm playing with in DOS. I load up Stratomatic PC and I check my calendar to see what year is this? 2021 or is it 1991? I get lost. Top of the 5th inning, Andy Ashby will pitch to Mike Devereaux. He will lead off for the White Sox. Devereaux is 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. 6-1 on Ashby's card. Walk plus 10. That 7 is good. Devereaux trots down to first. The White Sox have a leadoff batter. Leadoff runner on there. Here's Ray Durham. How many of these companies have licensing with MLB to use logos and team names? None, as far as I know. Some of the companies are not even allowed to put the team names on there. That's why you see New York A, New York N, that kind of thing. I don't think any of those companies have licensing. Otherwise, you'd see New York Met. I mean, now, of course, that being said, though, I know Fall Classic puts the names on there. I know Fall Classic has the names New York Mets, Philadelphia Phillies. I don't think they have the MLB licensing. I don't know about that. But as far as the actual MLB licensing, none. As far as I know, I don't know if anyone says licensed by Major League Baseball and licensed by the MLB Players Association or anything like that. Out of the Park is one of the only games that actually has Out of the Park PC has Major League Baseball licensing. Action PC Baseball does not. Some games do, but for video games. But and you can download for the images. Yes, you can download, but they're not licensed. It doesn't say licensed by MLB because those downloads, are done by the community. It doesn't ship with it. If a game ships with the licensing, that makes a difference. Devereaux on it first. Let's get back to baseball here. Strat roll says a 15. No play. Infield halfway. Ashby will pitch. 3-3. Strikeout chance. He gets Durham. And that is strikeout number 5 for Ashby. That's out number 1. Here's Ozzie Guillen. Infield still halfway. And that is a 10. No play. Ashby will pitch. 4-2 against the lefty. That's a blank. Guillen does get to swing, though. 6-1. Question mark 7. That is a 9. And against the righty, that's going to be a double for Ozzie Guillen. He gets a big double. Devereaux's base running rating is a 3. That's a double to left, so that's a D7. -1 to get to home is a 2. Ball is hit to left. That is Bip Roberts. No rating, no adjustment. So a 1-2, Devereaux will score. And he does. The throw comes to the plate. Devereaux is safe. And with a 1, Ozzie Guillen with a base running rating of 3, he will make third on the throw. So a run comes in to score on an RBI double by Ozzie Guillen, and he is on third. I'm sorry, that's a 2. Nope, Guillen actually stays at second. I'm looking at a 2. Guillen, if that was a 1, he'd be there. So no, Guillen is safe at second. My bad. Guillen's on second. He doesn't go to third. Still 1 out. And now 4-2 in favor of the Padres. And the batter is Jim Abbott. And in this case, this is only a second time at bat. It's only a second time at bat, Jim Abbott. Usually my rule is the pitcher has to bat at least twice in a National League game unless he's getting shelled. I only follow my rule. So Abbott is going to bat with Guillen on at second base. Infield is normal. Let's see first what the strat roll is. And can Abbott bunt? His bunt rating I use is a 4. And yes, Abbott's going to try to bunt and try to move Guillen over to third. So we'll do again. Infield in, half, as they believe that Abbott will bunt. Ashby will pitch. 3-3. That's a strikeout chance, but strikeouts are halved on a bunt attempt. But I use 37 as a strikeout chance for that kind of thing. So that becomes actually an 18. That's a 13, and Abbott is going to strike out. Strikeout number 6. 2 outs as he doesn't get the bunt down. So pretty much Jim Abbott bunted the ball, tried to bunt, and he bunted the ball foul, and that's strikeout number 2. So now with 2 outs, here's Lance Johnson. Guillen on its second. We'll try a strat roll. And that is an 8. There's no play. Ashby will pitch. 3-5. And against the lefty, it's a blank. Johnson gets the swing, 5-3, and against the righty, that's a double into left field. Johnson gets his second double of the game. Double to left. Guillen will come in to score automatically. Johnson goes to second. It's now 4-3 as the White Sox are coming back. Here's Tim Raines. Raines is 0 for 2. Ashby now is having issues. Fans here at Jack Murphy Stadium getting a little anxious. Here's the pitch from got to do a strat roll first. Strat roll says a 5. Johnson's attempt rating is 5, but divided by 2 for a steal a third is 2.5. No play. Ashby will pitch 1-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Raines takes a swing 1-1 against a right-hander. That is a fly out to center, and that will end the inning. Two runs on 2 hits for the White Sox. It's 4-3. We got a ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. You bought PC merchandise with logos and team names or a big chunk of team revenue. Yep, that's true. And go to Chris Creamer. And, of course, all my logos you see here are printed from Chris Creamer's logo site. Been a member of his site for a number of years. So all the logos I get are from him, printed, and, of course, everything else. And you bought PC Replay Basketball. I do like Replay Basketball. I have that. That game I do have. I do have Replay Basketball. I did get the Miami Heat's 2012-2013 season. That's my favorite Heat season. Although 2006-07 is very close to that as well. Let's see. Bottom of the 5th inning, Jim Abbott will pitch. Jody Reed will lead off for the Friars. It's now a 4-3 game as the White Sox trying to make it interesting. And who asked me about tonight's game? Michael Peterson asked me about tonight's game. We have the California Angels and the Oakland Athletics tonight for a payoff pitch. Pitch from Abbott, 2-4. That's a blank. Reed will swing 2-5. Single past second base. Base hit for the Padres. I think I'm going to move this over here now and get the back ballpark card there. Yeah, I think that's better. Base hit for the Padres. Reed will go to first. He is now 2 for 3. The batter will be Tony Gwynn. Infield is halfway. Strat roll says a 9. No play. Abbott will pitch. And that is a 6-4. That's a blank. Gwynn takes a swing. 2-5. Star 3. It's a ground ball to short. Gwynn's double play rating is 2. 1 from half is a 3. Nothing from Abbott. Second baseman for the White Sox is Durham at 0. So a 1-3, they turn it. They do. Shortstop to second to first. 2 outs. Tony Gwynn grounds out into the 6-4-3 as Jim Abbott pumps his fist. And here is Ken Camnetti now with 2 outs. And, of course, that would be Jim Abbott's left fist. Abbott will pitch and feel back to normal. That's a 4-6 against the right-handed switch. That's a strikeout chance. And the 8 is good. He got it. No, the 8 is good. He got him. 7 + 1 is 8. That's an 8. He struck out Caminetti. And that is strikeout number 3 for Abbott. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit. Still 4-3 Padres. Oh, the ballpark helped out Abbott on that one. At the end of 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Here's the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Ashby is beginning to get tired. He can pitch to 4 more batters before he falls out, or at least not falls out, but then his tired ratings come into effect. Here's the big hurt. Got to be careful when pitching to him. Ashby, 6-6, strikeout chance, 18 high. Thomas swings 4-1, base hit, pass short. It's a single. The White Sox have the tying run aboard. Second hit of the game for Frank Thomas. He is 2 for 3. Next batter is Ron Karkovice. Infield halfway. Forever Remain 90 joins us here at Jack Murphy Stadium. Of course, he's a White Sox fan. I'm a little surprised you got here a little late, but it's still 4-3. You got a good game. White Sox are still in it. Strat roll 4, no play. Ashby will pitch. That's a 5-5. Wild pitch, 17. Is it a possible pass ball? Ausmus's pass ball rating's a 5. And he stopped it. And that will be ball 1. We'll do it again. Ashby, 3-4. That's an error chance. Karkovice swings 1-6. Line drive to first base. That's hit to Williams. His error rating is a 9. That's a 19. He makes the catch, out number 1. Does he double off Thomas? That is a 1, and yes, he does. He makes the catch. Williams gets it and then takes it and rushes to the bag and gets Thomas 2 outs. L3 unassisted double play. Line drive right to Thomas, tags the bag, 2 outs. And now here is Robin Ventura. Ashby gets a big break on that one. Infield normal. That's right. The 1995 White Sox were not that good, but they're holding their own right now against a little better Padre team. The Padres weren't that great either. 2-2 from Ashby. That's a range play at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium, 5-3. That is a single possible double into center. First thing we got to do is find out. It's a range play, so first we got to find out if it's good. So the ball is hit the center field. That is Finley. His range is a 2. He will not get it. It does fall in. Now it's a single possible double. Ventura's base running rating is a 2. Single possible double. Finley's arm is a +1. So a 1-3. Ventura makes second. And he does. So that's going to be a double for Robin Ventura. Oh, how big is that double play now? 2 outs as Finley couldn't make the play, but Ventura does get to second. How big was that? C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter joins us here at Jack Murphy Stadium. He now joins us at the Murph. 2 outs. A chance now for Mike Devereaux for the White Sox. Devereaux 1 for 1, doubled and walked. But how big was that line-out double play? Rolling Strat. That is a 2. Devereaux, let's see. The only way you can have it, you're not going to hit and run with 2 outs, so it doesn't matter. So Ashby will pitch. And that is a 4-2 against a right-hander. That is a home run check. Devereaux against a right-hander is a 7. That's a 1. Kaboom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. And that ball is gone. 2-run homer, Mike Devereaux. Stadium groans. Mike Devereaux, 2-run homer, scores Ventura at second, and the White Sox have taken the lead 5-4. Looks like we have another classic coming up here right now. Five to 4 White Sox. And the batter is Ray Durham. Durham is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Ashby is due to bat fourth. And they're going to let Ashby pitch to Durham to see if he can get out of the inning here in the sixth. This is probably going to be Ashby's last inning. Pitch from Ashby. 4-3. That's a strikeout chance. The 18 is high. Durham will swing. 3-2. Fly ball right field, and that will end the inning. Two runs on 3 hits and a big homer by Mike Devereaux. The White Sox lead it 5-4 going in the bottom of the sixth. Jim Abbott can pitch to 28 batters. Let's see who's up here. Abbott is due to bat second in the 7th inning. Eddie Williams leads off for the Padres. They're going to take Jim Abbott out. He is done. He can leave, but he leaves with the win. Leaves with a possible win. So Jim Abbott is going to come out, and the White Sox are going to go to the pen. And they got right switch right, so we'll probably see a right-hander for the White Sox. Let's see who they want to bring in. White Sox bullpen is garbage, though, unfortunately. They're going to bring in Kirk McCaskill. 6-4, 6 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves, 4.89 ERA. Kirk McCaskill will pitch to Eddie Williams. Turns him around a little bit here in the bottom of the 6th. McCaskill will pitch to Williams. And that is a 5-1. That's a blank. He's not tired, of course. Williams will swing 6-4. Ground ball to third. Out number 1. First out, and the batter will be Bip Roberts. McCaskill with the pitch. 2-2, strikeout chance. 1, got him. He struck out Roberts. Second out. Here is the Padre catcher, Brad Ausmus. Ausmus is 1 for 2. McCaskill's pitch, 3-1, range play at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium, 3-5. That's a base hit to left field, but the ball is hit to Tim Raines. It's a range play. His range is a 3. And he can't make the play. It's going to be a base hit. It's a single to left. And Ausmus will go to first base. Oh, Raines just missed it. It falls in front of him. Ausmus on it first. And now the batter is Andujar Cedeno. He is 1 for 1, singled and reached on an error. 2 errors in this game, both on Robin Ventura on the White Sox. 2 outs, infield is normal. Strat roll says a 2. Ausmus, let's see here, 4 minus 1 is 3. Ausmus has a 15 stolen base rating. Karkovice minus 1, a 1 to 14. Do I send Ausmus to second base? Cedeno bets 210. I'm going to try to steal. 1-14 for Osmus. He's safe. Osmus steals second base. And now the tying run in scoring position for Cedeno. Infield still normal. I'll re-roll strat. That's a 15, no play. Section 90 cheer, section 1933 groans. McCaskill with the pitch. 4-1, strikeout chance, 20, way too high. Cedeno gets the swing, 3-1, star 3, it's a ground ball to third, and that will end it. No runs for the White Sox on one hit. At the end of 6, 5-4 in favor of the Pale Hose. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Leading off for the White Sox is Ozzie Guillen. He's 1 for 2. He's got a double, an RBI double, as a matter of fact. Ashby is done. So San Diego will go to the pen. They got left pitcher batter, left pinch hitter coming up, and then left. So I think the Padres will go to a lefty in the bullpen. They're going to go to Fernando Valenzuela. He had 14 relief appearances in 95. Good enough for me. Fernando Valenzuela, 8 wins, 3 losses, a 4.98 ERA. He'll pitch to Ozzie Guillen here, starting the top of the 7th. Pitch from Fernando Mania, 1-5, walk chance, 8 is too high. Guillen will swing 6-6 against the lefty. That's a ground out to second. That's out number 1. Pinch hitter coming up for Kirk McCaskill. He's done. See a batter against Valenzuela. And it will be Dave Martinez. Dave Martinez was usually probably a DH sometime during the 95 campaign, but he's on the bench because we're at the National League ballpark. Dave Martinez will go up against Fernando Valenzuela. Tenacious Sports joins us here at Jack Murphy Stadium. Earl is here. 1 out. It's from Fernando. That's a 6-5. That's a strikeout chance. 7 is good. He gets Martinez. That's out number 2. Top of the order, here's Lance Johnson. Valenzuela, 3-2, possible error. Johnson swings, 6-3, ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Williams. His error rating is a 9. That's a 20. He's got it. And he'll throw to Valenzuela, covering the bag. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning by Fernando. We are at the 7th inning stretch. 5-4 White Sox. We'll see a pinch hitter for Fernando Valenzuela, as he is going to be done. White Sox need a pitcher, so it's going to be pinch hitter left and right. So I think the White Sox will just bring out maybe one of the better pitchers they have here. Bottom of the 7th inning, let's see who we're going to bring. You do have a lefty coming up, so I think they will bring out. Coming on to pitch for the White Sox will be Scott Radinsky. 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 save, a 5.45 ERA. As I said, White Sox bullpen, not good. We'll see a pinch hitter for the Padres, though, in the bottom of the 7th. And that's going to be right-hander Brian Johnson. He'll go up against Radinsky. Bottom of the 7th inning. Let's go. Let's see what we get. Radinsky with the pitch. 5-6. That's a home run with a question mark. Johnson's a righty. 1-2. That is an 18. It is too high. Johnson gets the swing though. 3-4, and he flies out the left. So he hits it kind of deep, but not deep enough. That's out number 1. The batter now is Finley. Finley is 0 for 2. He reached on an error. Here's the pitch from Radinsky. And that is a 4-1. That's a hit by pitch. 3 minus 10, 9, no good. Finley will swing. 4-5. It's a ground ball to second base. Second out. Here's Jody Reed. Oatmeal and inside pitch for your health. Yes, it is. Radinsky will pitch to Reed. And that is a 5-6. Again, a home run with a question mark. Reed, of course, is a righty. 1-2. That 10 is too high. It is. So Reed will get to swing himself. 6-6. He grounds it to short. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Radinsky. As so far, the White Sox bullpen is doing pretty well. At the end of 7, still 5-4, Pale Hose. Top of the 8th. Tim Raines leads off for the White Sox. A switch hitter and 2 rights. I think we'll see a right-hander from the Padres as they need a pitcher. They'll bring out right-hander Bryce Flory. 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 save, a 3.01 ERA. Tim Raines will go up against him. Raines is 0 for 3. Pitch coming, 2-1 against the lefty. That is an automatic out. That's a star 4. It's a ground ball to first. Oh, boy. If Raines was hitting from the right side, that would have been a possible home run check. But Raines goes down. And now the batter is the Big Hurt. Frank Thomas having a good game today. 2 for 3, 2 singles. Flory's pitch, 4-4 against a righty. That's a walk chance. That 19 is good. Thomas has a walk rating of 21 and becomes a 22 at the Murph. That's good. Thomas walks. They'll go to first. Insurance run on there. Here's Ron Karkovice. Karkovice lined out into first base, an unassisted double play. Infield is halfway. Strat says a 17. Karkovice. With a 217 average, you know what? Karkovice is going to bunt. Karkovice is going to lay down the bunt. And his bunt rating is a 5. Let's see if the Padres think he's going to do this. Rolled a 2 under the bunt rating. I'm going to say possible. So let's see. They're going to call for the bunt. Second base and shortstop will be halfway. Corners will be in. As the Padres think he is going to do that. Bryce Flory will pitch. That's a 2-2. That's a possible error. That still counts. And now we do the bunt. And that is a 4 that is bunted to the first baseman, and he is in. So the bunt rating for Karkovice goes down to a 4. That is a 5. That is a 5, and that is a successful sacrifice bunt. Now the ball was hit to first, which is Williams. His error rating is a 9. We see if he makes an error. And he does. He makes an error. So that means everybody's safe. Frank Thomas goes to first. Clark Thomas goes to second. Karkovice goes to first. That is an error on Eddie Williams, and that is everybody's safe. So that is an E3, and everyone's is safe. It was successful, but if it's an error on the play, there is definitely everyone is safe on the bunt. It's just a one base error. Holy cow. Runners at first and second. One out still, and here's Robin Ventura. He will hit. De Leon or Fortugno in the eighth, please, he says. All right, we'll see what we do. As for Remain 90 is telling me to bring in a pitcher, we'll see what happens. Since he is calling it, and he's the White Sox. He is the White Sox. Okay. Runners at first and second. Robin Ventura at the plate. Strat roll says a 6, no play this time. Infield still halfway. Flory with the pitch. 6-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Ventura gets the swing. 1-6. Fly ball center field. Oh, that's out number 2. Frank Thomas cannot go to third on that. His base running rating is a 1, so he's not going nowhere. That's 2 outs. A smattering of boos coming down from the Murph. Here is Mike Devereaux. He hit the home run earlier. Infield is back to normal. Strat roll says a 19. No play. Flory will pitch. That's a 4-5. That's a range play. Devereaux will swing. 1-3. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Cedeno. The infield is normal. His range is a 3. He's got it. What a play by Cedeno. And he will throw to second to get Karkovice, and the inning is over. Oh, Cedeno, great play by him. If he doesn't make it, the White Sox probably get another run. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-4. No runs. There was an error. That was the first error on the Padres, by the way. Timeout. Leading off for the Padres in the bottom of the 8th is Tony Gwynn. You have a left switch right. He wants me to take Radinsky out. And Tony Gwynn does worse against lefties. So in that case, then, we'll go ahead and bring out Tim Fortuno. 1 win, 3 losses, a 5.59 ERA. Tim Fortuno will pitch. As the White Sox still hold the 5-4 lead. Gwynn the batter. Pitch coming. That's a 5-5. That's a possible error. Tony Gwynn will swing. 3-3. It's a star 1. It's a fly ball to left. That ball is hit to Raines. His error rating is a 5. That's a 13. Raines makes the catch. Out number 1. Here's Ken Caminetti. He's a switch hitter. Fortuno will pitch to Caminetti. And that is a 1-2. That's an automatic out. And that is a 17, so the special K will not come into play there. It's going to be a fly out to center. Two outs. And now the man who made the error for the Padres, here's Eddie Williams. Williams is 1 for 3. It's okay. It's okay, Earl. I have no problem with it. When I knew Fitzpatrick was out with COVID, I already knew that game was pretty much over. I was hoping Tua would play well, but unfortunately in that game, Tua actually looked like a rookie. But I am happy with how Tua looked this season. I can't wait for next year. We're going to get a running back. We're going to get a wide receiver. We're going to get some threats that Tua can use. The Dolphins will be a better team next year. Hey, 10 wins. The Dolphins finished 10-6. All right. And I thought they'd be 6-10. I'm very happy with the Dolphins this year. They got nothing to be ashamed about. Fortunio will pitch. 4-6. That's a walk chance. The 19 is too high. Williams gets the swing. 6-3 against the lefty. That's a base hit for Williams. And Williams gets a single. He'll trot down to first. And the batter will be Bip Roberts. Infield will stay normal. And that is a no play on a strat. So Fortunio will pitch to Roberts. 4-1. Error on a grounder. Roberts will swing. 1-3. Star 2. It's a fly out to center. There won't be any errors. And that ends the inning. No runs and a hit. Still 5-4 White Sox. Can they hold off on a small upset over the Padres? We go to the top of the ninth. Leading off for the White Sox will be Ray Durham. Bryce Flory will be tired after Durham. He's a switch hitter. They'll keep Flory in there for at least Durham. Pitch from Flory. 3-1. Walk plus 10, and he walks Durham with a 12. He walks the leadoff batter, and that will bring up Ozzie Guillen. That'll be it for Flory. He comes out. And coming on to pitch for the Padres, he has one job, and that's going to be this guy, Trevor Hoffman. 7 wins, 4 losses, 31 saves, a 3.88 ERA. Trevor Hoffman's job, keep it a 5-4 game. Infield is halfway. Ozzie Guillen will bat against him. Actually, no, he won't bat against him. We're going to do a pinch hitter. Guillen bats 248. It is the 9th inning. I can bring in anybody I want. And coming on to pinch hit for the White Sox will be Chris Snopek. 324 average. He will bat against Trevor Hoffman. This is where the one and gone can be really interesting when you have batters that normally wouldn't be on a team in the postseason. Chris Snopek will go up against Trevor Hoffman with a 324 average. Infield is halfway, and I am rolling strat. That is a 7. No play. Hoffman will pitch. And that's a 3-2. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 20. Yes, he gets Snopek. 21 becomes Snopek. That's a 20. Hoffman gets him out. Oh, boy. Big strikeout by Hoffman. Out number 1. Pinch hitter coming up for Fortunio. As the pitcher is due up. And that will bring on John Kruk for the White Sox. He batted 308. John Kruk will pinch hit for the pitcher, as the White Sox will probably bring in their closer in the next inning. Trevor Hoffman against Kruk. There is one out. The infield is still halfway. That is a 19. No play. Hoffman will pitch. 1-4 against the lefty. That's a strikeout plus 10. And that will strike out Kruk. 2 outs. Oh, boy. Hoffman throwing hard. And now the batter is Lance Johnson. Infield is now normal. Strat roll says a 4. Durham -1 is a 3. Not doing a hit and run with 2 outs, so it'll be normal. Hoffman will pitch. That's a 6-6. That's a possible home run with a question mark against the lefty. 1-14, that is a 6. That's a 9. It passes. Johnson against the right is an 8. A 1-8, Johnson hits a home run off of Hoffman. He does! Kaboom! That ball isn't high. That ball is deep. Lance Johnson, 2-run homer for the White Sox. Trevor Hoffman pitches Lance Johnson a basketball, and he slam dunks it over the right field fence. 7-4 White Sox. And Trevor Hoffman throws his glove down in disgust. Trevor Hoffman strikes out 2 high average batters and then throws a big fastball, and Johnson just sent it right out of the park. Here's Tim Raines. Jack Murphy Stadium groans. Ugh. But don't count it out just yet. You all know what happened in the game between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Hoffman will pitch to Raines. And that is a 2-2 strikeout +10. That 11 will get Raines. So Trevor Hoffman strikes out the side, but not until after giving up a meatball to Lance Johnson. 2 runs on 1 hit. Bottom of the 9th, 7-4 White Sox. As Fermi 90 says, Berlin cheers. The White Sox will have to bring out their closer. And it is Roberto Hernandez. 3 wins, 7 losses, 32 saves. Roberto Hernandez will try to close the game out. It's not really a save situation yet, but it could become one. Brad Ausmus will lead off against Roberto Hernandez. He bats .293. That's good enough for me to get him out there. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Oh, and by the way, you know what really ended the season for the Dolphins? The loss to Denver. If Miami had beaten Denver, a team that they should have beaten, Miami's in the playoffs. That game against Buffalo would have been meaningless. It was the loss to Denver which hurt Miami. That's what ended our season, the loss to Denver. You should not have lost to the Broncos. Roberto Hernandez will pitch to Ausmus. As Hermaine says, no 9th inning magic today. Pitch from Hernandez. 5-6. That's a walk chance. The 19 is too high. Ausmus gets the swing. 2-2. Fly ball center field. Out number 1. The next batter is Andujar Cedeno. He bats .210. He will come out. We'll see a pinch hitter for the shortstop. Oh, and I didn't mention Craig Graybeck takes over at shortstop for the White Sox. Graybeck is now there. Give me a second here. Timeout. Craig Graybeck is now at short for the White Sox. We'll see a pinch hitter for Andujar Cedeno at short. So let's see who the Padres want to bring in. And they can bring in anybody they want. And it will be Scott Livingstone will come up and batted .337. Here is Scott Livingstone. Had 196 at-bats in 95. Batted .337. So here's a chance for him against Roberto Hernandez. 1 out. Pitch from Hernandez. 1-3. Range play. Livingstone gets the swing. 2-4. It's a possible double to left field. The ball is at the reins. It's a range play. 1-3. He takes it away. No, it's a double. Scott Livingstone gets a pinch hit double. He will hold at second base. Just out of range, way out of over Reigns' head. And the Padres have a chance. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 ninth inning here at RJL 518? Next batter is Steve Finley. He will bat at 297. I'm sorry, not Finley. Livingstone replaced the shortstop. Now I got to replace the pitcher. So now we have a pinch hitter coming in for Hoffman. Let's see who I got on the bench for him. Not much, really, after Livingstone. So here is Archie Cianfrocco. Archie Cianfrocco will come on a pinch hit, batted .263. He will pinch hit for Hoffman. Runner at second base. Infield is normal. Am I rolling a strat? No, I am not. And no pickoff by Hernandez. Livingstone on its second. Hernandez with the pitch. 6-5. Strikeout chance. 12 is... Got him! He struck him out. Cianfrocco's 11, but... I'm sorry, no, he did not. I forgot. Nope, no strikeout. My bad. It's 11. I forgot that one is for walks, not strikeouts. So Cianfrocco, that is too high. Cianfrocco gets the swing. 1-5 against the righty. Double to left field. Cianfrocco comes up with a double against the right-hander. 2 doubles. 2 consecutive doubles. Livingstone will come in to score. Cianfrocco to second. It is now 7-5. Now the batter is Steve Finley with a runner on second. The tying run comes to the plate with only 1 out. 7-5 now. Infield is still normal. Hernandez can pitch to 5 batters before he gets tired. Am I rolling strat? No, I'm not. Hernandez will pitch. That's a 4-2. Strikeout chance, 15 too high. Finley gets the swing. 4-4, and it's a star 3. It's a fly out to center. However, that is a 6, and against the left-handed batter, it's a strikeout. Hernandez struck him out. Special K strikeout by Hernandez. 2 down. And now Jody Reed, and he will hit at 256. Jody Reed, this will be Hernandez's, could be his last batter. Runner on second. The winner of this game will go take on the Atlanta Braves in the second round. That's who waits this game. Cianfrocco on its second. Cianfrocco on its second. Reed at the plate. 2 outs. No strat roll. Pitch from Hernandez. 3-5 against the right-hander. That is a blank. Reed will swing. 5-1. Line drive right to short. Right into Craig Graybeck's glove. He got it. That's your game. White Sox upset the Padres 7-5. Not much of an upset. It's the 18 beating the 15, but the White Sox take the game 7-5. They will advance as they knock out the Padres. That is as Forever Main 90 says, that's a White Sox winner. 1 run on 2 hits. Final line score coming up. For the Chicago White Sox, 7 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. For the Padres, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Jim Abbott gets the win in the game, and Andy Ashby the loss. Roberto Hernandez does pick up the save as the White Sox will advance into round number 2. And why not? This team did win my 1994 season restart. World Series champions. They should win the first game in a one and gone and inside pitch, right? Great win for the White Sox. They will move on and they will take on the Atlanta Braves in game number 15. I don't go away yet, Steeler fan, because the next inside pitch game, by the way, game number 8. I know Steeler fan will be interested in this. Game number 8, it is the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Houston Astros. That is tomorrow's game number 8. Milwaukee at Houston in the 1995 one and gone. So I know Steeler fan will not miss that, as his Astros are now on deck. And yes, it is an interleague game. As he will say, go Astros. That is tomorrow's one and gone. Steeler fan for Remain 90, Tenacious Sports, Keith White, Bob's Tabletop Sports, C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter, Michael Peterson, Baseball Demos. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and we'll see you guys later for Payoff Pitch. White Sox knock out the Padres 7-5. See you guys later, guys. Take care.